Tala and good. Have some contracts if you need one. Be here if you need.
Hello. What's the job? Hope you know what you're doing. We've got a fight on our hands.
Thieves, die! Intruder!
No more distractions.
Trespassers!
No witnesses.
Halt!
Good. Now. Huh. Ah, I see. We've got a fight on our hands.
Thieves, die!
We have a job to do.
Don't move!
Yes, devious.
Failure!
Devious. We've got a fight on our hands. No witnesses. Huh. Ah, I see.
Intruder!
Let's take them out.
Surrender or die! Halt! Remember your drink. About face! Scum! Seize them! Here with your blood!
No witnesses.
Stay vigilant. Trespassers!
Back to work.
Who goes there?
Let's take them out.
Hey, you! No further!
You wanna dance? Let's dance.
For your honor!
Yes, devious. Very devious.
Cretin!
Let's take them out. Yes, devious. Very devious. That's the mark. You got it? Guards incoming. Good. Keep up the momentum. Right. What's the quickest? Ah!
Seize them! With your
I think I've
life.
got this one figured out.
time to gather my will.
Your lives! Meet your end! Face justice, coward!
You must not value your lives.
Wait! For your honor!
No witnesses.
Yourself! Hold the line!
Guards incoming. If you plan on working with me in the future, you ought to get used to the feeling of success.
Find something to sell? Oh, beautiful piece. Happy hunting. Find something to sell?
Chet and a tidy?
Have some contracts if you need one. See you.
Time.
You need the best? Well, here I am. Once we get in there, we have to have each other's backs. No more distractions. No witnesses. Huh. Ah, I see. What an ingenious little ploy. You want to dance? Let's dance. Yes, devious. Very devious. I see what they've done here. Let's take them out.
That was close.
Ah, I see. No, witness security has spotted us. No witnesses. No witnesses. No more distractions. You want to dance? Let's dance. No witnesses. Yes, devious. Very devious. Fun part's almost over. You must not value your lives. Even without this racket, it'd take me a while. Lucky it's straightforward. Guards incoming.
That sucks. But at least I did it live.
Bone and I knew that you would find the path of righteousness once more, my Lord of Light. I shall be honored to fight by your side.
What's happening, man? I ripped while I was waiting, so I'm not hardcore anymore. Still fun. I'm still fixing to beat the final boss. Man, I used to love that game. Remember, don't shoot the food. You're bringing back fond memories. You're also showing your age and mine too. Used to be a pizzeria in town called Dino's Pizza. Had that game in there. I spent plenty of money on that game.
This is it. I shall strike you down.
Yep, this is it. Oh.
Must have time to gather my will.
Close. But wait, there's more.
May a new dawn arise.
Alrighty. Did it. Man, really? A nickel instead of a quarter? I knew I was getting ripped off. Yeah.
It's over.
Alright, now I can figure out maps.
So, Templar time and time.
Always keep your eyes on the hook.
By the light. Remember, we do this for freedom.
I've not been in endgame very much in this game, so some of this is going to be a learning process.
Innocence.
Or a relearning process.
Until next time.
Awesome. Lily and Orath.
Good tidings to you.
Exile. Exile. Wake up. Commander Kira, keep your life to your own. It's through the tunnel.
I should have never come back. Time and tide wait for no man.
Yep, she did say through the tunnel. I guess that was the tunnel.
See that? Ah. Goodbye. That look, it will see you.
Oh, I see the map device. Where's my stash? There's my stash. Handy. All of my stash is in the hardcore. I didn't have any on me, though. See if we can buy some from somebody.
Bugger me to the depths. Ah.
Yes. Remember, we do this for freedom.
Greetings. Commander Kirak. Till next time.
Tirak's my name. We've a vital mission.
There we go. No idea. Pick one at random.
Stay vigilant.
Like stepping into a dream.
Yes, indeed I was. Thank you, Billy. I don't know if you saw all that. Monsters deal 143% extra physical damage as fire. Yeah. Bad. Trials. I have trials in here. This is a very dangerous place. Glad I wasn't in there. Probably couldn't see that, but I just saw a monster spawn from, what did it say, from not of this world. Wow. I am not hurting him. Oh boy. Nope, I am not hurting him. Right away. Ah. Man. Man, oh man. I don't think I'm gonna go back in there. I've been playing this game for many years. And I've only made it to end game a few times. Usually when I rip, I just go ahead and make a new character and start over. But I was so close on this one, nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Have time to gather my will.
Yes, Valkyrie needs food badly. Do have a couple other characters I could play that aren't this far. Have a shadow. Yeah, basically I just have a shadow. I don't even know what the end goal of the map is. How do I know when I've reached the end? Huh. There's a doorway. That's probably the end. Yes. Gauntlet. That don't sound good. Hey, buddy. Oh, night night. New Year. Night night. Happy New Year. Bonus objective pier. Now where am I? That looks simple. Ooh, Einar. That's cool. Books. English. Breach is Master Encounter. Those were cool when they item encounter. I don't know what to say. I don't know which way to go. Let's go towards the Aina Army. And I reckon we're done here.
Now that you've had a glimpse of the Atlas, our mission might make more sense.
No, it doesn't.
There's a whole uncharted realm out there. Countless regions just like the one you explored. Full of strange creatures and ancient threats. Nobody knows exactly what the Atlas is. But I can tell you my personal experience. Danger, death, and loss. We've been doing our best to explore its deeper reaches. Too many good men have died. We're out of our depth. That's why we need you. Keep exploring the Atlas.
As long as none of them say monsters are immune to lightning, I'm okay. Or avoid elemental. Monsters blind on hit. Oh. My goal is not to get hit, right? Area contains 2 unique bosses. That'd be fun.
Sister Cassia has requested assistance in this map. She set up her pump to work against a blighted fungus infection. And she needs someone skilled with violence to hold back the reaction when she begins her operation.
This one's complete the blight encounter, and this one's find the stack of divination cards. Find the rare map item. English cache. Map. Rare map. Cool. I'm gonna go with rare map. With that rare map.
During a recent retreat.
I mean, I have it now, or does it? I guess the map device automatically opens it up. That's cool.
Ahoy!
Yeah.
See ya, chum.
Yeah. And death and danger, he said. Yeah. Certainly saw that. Not to mention the bad guy in that Val cave that I couldn't even hurt. That wasn't fun. A lever.
To damnation with you!
Exactly. Found a map. Oh, no. Take these things.
What? See this growth? Not on me. Goodbye. Well done. Now be a good assistant and find a place to deploy a tower. Exile. Fire's flame. The blight is reacting. It's branching, Exile! The blight is trying to spread.
Is it really only going in one direction? Never seen that. shouldn't have made the towers lightning. I can't tell what they're doing and what I'm doing. It'll be over once he dies.
You're making me nervous.
Whew. Right. Another map. Oh, another switch.
success, and I couldn't have... Farewell.
Could be it for the map, right?
How's the trail?
Stay vigilant.
I don't think there's anything else to do in there. Quite a bit of map now. Okay. Now there's nothing. I don't know.
How's the trail?
Greetings.
I think I'm gonna switch up and play some Shadow. Alrighty. A little bit less hectic. Yeah, for sure. Okay, show off my shadow a little bit. Much less level. Level 31. We are in Act 3. Yeah. Barbarian needs food badly. This is, I've been in these areas countless times. Those maps, I don't know how to run those maps, man. Haven't been there enough. Less than an hour away. You guys don't do anything at the strike of midnight? This is what I'll be doing at the strike of midnight. And probably not for much longer after that. PM there. I'm assuming that's West Coast. Yep, West Coast. Yeah, we had quite a bit of that a little while ago. Probably we'll hear some more again at the strike of midnight, and then neighbors will get mad. We live out pretty much in the country, so not too many neighbors nearby. More than I'd like to have, but you know, it is what it is. Washington State, I've been there. As a CDL Class A 18-wheeler truck driver, been in every state in the nation except for Alaska. No Hawaii, obviously. I have not been to Vermont in a big truck, but I have been to Vermont. And I've been to Canada several times. And to be honest with you, I'd rather go to Canada than to go to California in an 18-wheeler truck. I haven't been to Washington State too many times. Nope. No, if I didn't get to take that toll bridge to Hawaii. It's too expensive. I've been to Washington State a few times, and most of those times it was to Seattle. I would have took that bridge to Hawaii if the company would have paid for it, but they said it was too expensive too. Nope, I never took a big truck on the ferry. So I really couldn't tell you. And honestly, probably not. I know that Walmart drivers, they are paid to sleep. And they're the only ones that I know of that get paid to sleep in the truck. And I don't know if that's still the case. I applied for Walmart once. I had 2 years experience at the time and never heard from them. 2 years clean record. No questionable history background. Never heard from them. But if they're going to pay you to sleep in the sleeper truck, they probably have a very large catalog of applications that they are allowed to go through. Be very picky about it. I oftentimes wish that my company was more picky about it. Yeah, that's true, and that's there's good and bad in that. There's a lot of old hand skillful truck drivers that are retiring because the rules are getting too many now because they're used to the old way. And they're very good at what they do. The new drivers, not so much. Of course, that comes with experience, but some of the new drivers are never going to be good. And I can say that as somebody who's driven a truck for 22 years now. So, yeah, I can say that. I'm old. Yeah, I'm actually in a supervisory position, and I've had one driver. I've had two drivers fail their DOT under me, and I had to put him out to pasture, basically. Well, I didn't. DOT did. I was just the one that gave him the news. And I have one right now that I'm confident will not pass his next one. And I had a DOT physical last September. January, I was 225 pounds. By the time September rolled around, I weighed 150 because I studied for my DOT physical. It's kind of like smoking dope. If you know you're fixing to get a new job and you're gonna have to quit smoking dope, and you know, at least do it long enough to get your job. You know it's coming. DOT physical, you know it's coming. Study for that physical. T endorsement, I'm guessing that's tanker. That is actually one of them. That's actually the only one I didn't do. I did dry van, flatbed. Yeah. Right now they're kind of begging for drivers, period.
Will you?
And the job I have right now, basically day work. Go in, clock in. Don't need to run a logbook because I use a time clock. Clock out, go home. And I could get a job that pays more money. Easy, easy peasy. But I like being home every day. Really do. Yeah, dry van, flatbed, reefer. Yeah. Yeah. I did OTR for, oh my goodness. 7 years. I think I did OTR for 7 years. And I've been on the job I have now for 14. 13? Oh, 13, I don't know. Couldn't tell you what I ate an hour ago, so there is that. Yeah, another option is, since you did go to trucking school, have CDL. Another option is see if there's a yard switcher job nearby, like Walmart yard switcher. My son works at an old Dominion warehouse, Meister driver, but they have yard switchers there. John Deere, we have a John Deere nearby, John Deere manufacturing facility. They have yard switchers. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, there's a gray area there because the yard switcher, if the yard switcher doesn't actually, if your tires don't touch the road, you actually don't need CDL. If your tires touch the road, you have to have CDL. And the only way they're going to get experienced drivers is that they have CDL. So I wonder how. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the other side of that coin. If you're in a small town, small city, then you don't have a lot of options. I live in a relatively speaking small town, small city. And there's not a lot of options here either. So, I feel you. There's a lot of options for truck driver. But if you're not a truck driver, or you're not working in a factory, then it's fast food or bank. Yeah, and that $15 an hour is, yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but you know what it is. That's not much. $15 an hour is not much. But it's equivalent to what some of our factories are going. You know, our factory working rates are roughly 16 on average. And again, that's not much. We have a hemp we have a hemp processing facility right next to the food city downtown. And we have 3 food cities, so that makes it sound like we're a big city, and we're not. But we are spread out. Our city is a large area. Food city downtown, we have a hemp processing facility. Every time you go to the grocery store, that grocery store, all you can smell is pot. And I gotta say, it smells good.
Not a speck of dust.
You know
or
what?
brick out of place.
Kudos for
Someone's
Washington
got too
State
much time
raising their
on their
minimum
hands.
wage. Seriously. I live in Tennessee, and we will be the last state in the union to ever do that. And they probably won't do it until it's federal anyway. That's how Tennessee rolls. That seems high. Does Washington State have a... Do they tax food? Tennessee taxes food. I have family in New York State. New York State does not tax food. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's all. You saw the price on the chicken, I'm assuming, but we have tax, and even with tax, and you're not taxed. $3.09 for a 4-ounce can of chicken still pretty high, or $3.30, still pretty high. And you know, Tennessee is also known for having low wages, but it's also known as being a low cost of living state. Yeah, I was muted so I didn't say the wrong thing on YouTube. We are low income area of the state of Tennessee. And that actually does help to keep our prices down, but you know, nobody can afford anything higher than that. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I could not even guess what I paid for my CDL a long time ago, and I went through Schneider School, so the schooling was free except for driving for him for a year, which Schneider wasn't bad. Yeah, that'll be a good job. Definitely wish you luck on that one. That'll be a good job. If, you know, even if the pay is not great, the stability, there will always be an Army base. As long as there's a United States of America, there will be Army bases. And I'm not sure how it works, but once you get a Army base job, you might be able to transfer if you ever needed to, if you ever decided you wanted to move. It might be an easy transfer. So there's a plus. One of the reasons I took a CDL truck driving job is because I knew that no matter where I lived, anywhere pretty much in the world, I could get a job. Considered trained, technically trained truck driving job. Yeah, I want to say it was one of the drivers that I went through Schneider School with, actually. He went to Stevens Transport, and he said it was awful. I think he only stayed there for about 3 months.
You, what is the I like you. A dash.
Exactly. Yeah. HE double hockey sticks, no, is exactly right. No. No. And honestly, that's just the way the industry is. Everything, even without signing that waiver. Again, 20 years truck driving. Every single company out there wants it to be your fault. They do anything they can do to make it your fault. And, you know, sometimes it is.
You tread carefully, exile.
The DOT, everything's your fault. You get in a wreck, you're sitting at the traffic light, the red light, and you're sitting there waiting for it to turn green. Car hits you, you're automatically the guy that did it. Until they can decide otherwise. And it's just wrong. But that's just how trucking is. And then you got ambulance chasers that, you know, they want it to be your fault. Yeah. And again. Yeah. Absolutely. And a lot of trucking companies are going to dash cams. And I'm fine with that until the dash cam looks at me. When that dash cam looks at me, you've crossed the line. Otherwise, please put the dash cam in the truck. But yeah, I mean, it's in garbage repairs. I mean, I know broken and half A repairs. That's most companies. It's not every company I've worked for. There's been a couple of them that really took pride in their equipment. There was two. You could not go to any of their facilities without going through their truck wash and their truck inspection station before you could park the truck, before you could go in and be in the lounge. And you know, that's a good thing. Exactly. No, do not point that camera at me as a driver. I want that camera to see 360 degrees around the truck. Don't you put that camera on me. That's when I walk. And there have been actual lawsuits about that. There's a really fine line between you're so-called doing it to protect the driver and you're just invading privacy. There's a real fine line there. Nice.
Need some help? Be careful.
I have known people to put some black tape over the lens, the ones that's facing their way.
Still breathing,
They get a phone call, we can't see you. They say, well, too bad. I've known that to happen.
Bring me back something nice, huh?
I'm inside the Blackguard stronghold, like a fox in a hen house.
I am not usually up this time of night.
They dead. Good doggy.
Yes, it does. Tomorrow's just another day. Thank you for hanging out with me. 15 needle is doing awesome. We actually had to get a repairman on the 10 needle. The 15 needle is my go-to. That's the one I do the hats on anyway. 10 needle supposedly is supposed to be able to do hats, but anybody ever asks me, I will tell them you're not getting that machine for hats. But yeah, 15 needle's doing good. And I guess you saw my most recent hat. One of those keep it simple stupid hats. And I love it. And I'm thinking about doing something like the same Linux here, but underneath it do like OpenSUSE that I'm running here lately. And ink stitch lettering, something fancy cursive kind of thing. Yeah, I'll only be on for about 20 more minutes. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I would like to do more streaming. I'd like to do ink stitch streaming too, like Q&A session. I might set up one of them. But, oh my goodness. You know what? Okay, two things. Number one, you should embroider Linux in Braille. That is not a bad idea. Number two, Sweetie's father programs in Fortran. So it's really funny that you actually say that. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check that out. Stream Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. I'll check that out because I've been wanting to do that actually. Because I know Twitch is really popular for game streaming. And awesome. I want to check it out. I don't know, Twitch popular for ink stitch streaming? I have no idea. I know it's very popular for game streaming though.
We will be best friends, Beast, until we slaughter you!
Cool. Maker's channel for Twitch. I am definitely going to check that out. Thank you for that little nudge. I am definitely going to check that out. That is cool. Is Twitch streaming only? Or can you upload videos, or is it streaming only? I'm not sure where I fall into that category of entertaining personality. My mother tells me that I'm very similar to Bob Ross painting, you know, calm voice. I'm not sure where I fall in the entertaining part. Okay, you can watch previously streamed content. That'll work. Excellent information. Thank you very much. My son has actually done some streaming on Twitch, but he didn't tell me that you could do Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I don't know if he's still doing Twitch, or honestly. Maybe why he didn't tell me. Pot of tea or cup of coffee. I often have a cup of coffee in hand. I do tea every now and then. I guess I like Earl Grey, and I like that, what is that called? Got the little orange flavor to it. Cosmic Comet, something like that. That is awesome. I'll have to see if I can figure out how to do that. Holy smokes. Simultaneously streams Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram all at the same time. How? Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to learn some more computer stuff. You know, that would actually kind of be cool to do a stream about streaming on Linux. Yeah, actually, Sweetie and her daughter, they do vinyl regularly. This shirt. No, not this shirt. Yeah, they've got a big commercial-sized vinyl machine and vinyl press. We've got one of them laser burning engraver things. We're catching a lot of different subject matters. Thank you for that. Thank you. I like doing it. I honestly never imagined I'd get as many subscribers as I do now. And I really enjoy it. And I think that shows whenever somebody really enjoys doing the videos and the broadcasting and really enjoys it. I think that shows through. And I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. I really wish I could do it more often, but 50 plus hours a week working to make somebody else rich. Yeah. That is true. The daughter is making a lot of keychains for our local schools. We have 5 high schools for this county, counting the city high school. Again, it makes it sound like we're a really big city. We're not. We're just really spread out. There's a lot of land mass here. We're one of the largest counties. I think we're the largest county in Tennessee, and we're one of the largest counties in the United States, top 10, I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. We're just a big land mass. But we make laser keychains for all of the high schools. That's funny because we did reenactments for a long time. I have a complete and total 18th century couple of outfits with the whole button fly and straw hat. Honestly, I can't remember what the hat was. We haven't done it in a while. Yeah. The wooden shoes. Let me tell you about the wooden shoes. They are very uncomfortable. Yeah. I've got 50 plus hour a week job. Sweetie is, let me tell you about all the things Sweetie's doing right now. Side hustle type stuff. Obviously embroidery. Her and daughter doing vinyl. Sweetie doing daughter doing laser cutting. Sweetie doing stained glass. She used to do, at one time, whenever we first met, she was actually making clothing for 18th century reenactment, which is one reason I have a couple of 18th century reenactment outfits. She made them. And she quit doing that to focus on other things. We're doing a greenhouse. We have a greenhouse commercial license. We have a 30 by 100 foot greenhouse that I'm currently building a wall for her in about halfway point. We have a building out here that I'm doing plumbing for. Yeah, send your wooden shoes back because they're very uncomfortable. And I don't care what kind of cushion you put on them. You've been on your feet for about 4 hours in those things. That's why they rode horses everywhere. Really. Yep. And my daughter is also doing acrylic and the laser. So far, she has only experimented with it and is not selling stuff yet, but she's working up to that. Just about name it. So I have a 50-hour job, 50-plus hour job that I go somewhere else and clock in. When I clock out there, I come home and I do another 50 hours per week job here. That's not counting trying to do YouTube. And if I wasn't for having to clock in every morning for a 50-plus hour job somewhere else, I would do more content. I would really want this to be my full-time job, but it can't be my full-time job until it can replace my current full-time job. So as it stands right now, and I joke around with everybody, YouTube is my retirement plan, and doing the math, I can retire when I'm about 128 years old. So I got a little ways to go, but I am going to check out that Twitch stuff and see if I can add that. Well, I guess wooden shoes on slush would probably be less uncomfortable than wearing wooden shoes on gravel. Yeah, that soon. I mean, when I originally did the calculations, it was 148 years, so now it's 128 years, so there is some improvement. Maybe next year it'll be 118. But, always look for the positives. Wow. Tough gig. Tough crowd. There we go.
Job, exile.
Whew.
I now will take the captured beast to the menagerie.
Happy New Year, Billy. Oh, absolutely. Baldur's Gate 3 stream is definitely going to happen. Yeah, I've thought about putting hats for each state on lowtechlinux.com, selling them myself. I have such a hard time convincing the girls, Sweetie included, to do more online sales. I have such a hard time, and it drives me insane. So, I have decided that, okay, you know what? If I put them on my own website and I start selling and I start shipping and they see it working, maybe that's what I need to do. I don't know. Yeah. The pretty girl would have to be a family member. Her sweetie would not approve. I've thought about it. Etsy's such a brain wreck, to be honest. Etsy used to be an outstanding place for people like me to sell stuff, and they're just not anymore. Without, I don't want to trash anybody, any company. It's not what it used to be. And I could also sell, it used to be really good. It used to be pretty awesome. And if it was still what it used to be, I'd already have files up there for sale, really. But I've got, I am getting some exposure with YouTube and maybe Twitch in the future. And I'm on most of the social medias. I'm not on Twitter/X anymore. I deleted that account. But I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Mastodon. I'm on quite a few and getting a little traction. So I think I could advertise myself. Absolutely. It is. To be creative and create something that hasn't already been created, it's really difficult. The thing is, even if you have something similar to somebody else, as long as it's not a copy, they can't get you for it. If you can show your own work, you can show it wasn't copied, and then that whole thing becomes a mess anyway. But yeah, creativity is hard. That's one reason we did local high schools, because college and professional sports teams will come after you. Absolutely. And they like it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a funny picture. Showed a Tesla with a large tree that got blown over, obviously in a storm, laid across it. And it was funny because it said, you go out and buy a car to save the environment, and the environment destroys your car. It was funny. And, hopefully they had a good insurance, because that would be terrible if they didn't. It was just funny. I have not figured out the vinyl thing. I'm letting daughter do that, but the laser cutter I'm interested in. And the driver for it works through a website, so it really doesn't matter what operating system you're running. As long as you have a web browser, you can run that machine. So you could be Windows, Mac, Linux, BSD, Unix. It doesn't matter as long as you have a web browser. So I've thought about doing some videos on designing that and cutting them out. Yeah, I've heard stories about batteries needing to be replaced in a Tesla and it being $30,000. It's just, if the battery's $30,000 and it's a $50,000 car, I mean, geez. Which I don't know how much they are. Is Lightburn a program? Dude, have you seen did you see the, what was it? It was a boat. It was a shipping boat full of electric vehicles that got caught in a storm, and all that salt water was splashing up on them, and one of them caught on fire, and it spread and it spread and it spread. Basically half the boat was on fire because of those batteries. I'm assuming that's not a Linux friendly program. Download trial. Oh, it does have Linux. Sweet. .run file. Sweet. Yeah, I'll check it out. I will absolutely check it out. I'll 30-day trial period, no restrictions. What happens after the 30 days? It's free to try. But yeah, I'll check this out. Even if it's only for 30 days, I'll definitely check it out. Matter of fact, I'll download it right now. Wow, small program. Lightburn install complete. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I've done that before. I don't know how our laser is even set up. I'll have to wait until daughter is up. She's the one that set it up. I'm not sure how it's set up. But I will check more into that. That's cool. That is cool. All right. We are, or I am, you're not. I am in 2024 in this particular time zone. I think I'm going to call it a day. Or at least yesterday a day. Appreciate you hanging out with me. And I hope you have a happy new year. Yeah, again, thank you, Billy. I'll holler at you sometime soon, Billy. Yeah, I'll check with her on how that's set up, but y'all have a happy, merry, and I'll do some more stuff on the other side.